Okay, welcome back to another episode of Third and 23. I'm your host, Alex, here to talk Colorado at Arizona. So, if you watched my video last week, one of the games I did with Colorado was the K State Colorado game. K State was a 3.5 point favorite on the road. I said Colorado was a popular upset pick, but I was going with K State. I laid it 3.5. Well, I was right. K State did win. We got beat on the half point. Here we go again. Buffs at it again, this time at Arizona, who's a 3.5 point favorite. So when you look at, I've already mentioned Colorado in their previous games, but Arizona in their last three had a had a good win against Utah at the time. What looked like a good win, winning 23-10. We're gonna find out how good Utah is as the season progresses. Then a weird loss at Texas Tech where they got dominated on the ground, and then again against BYU, they got just flat out bullied in every which way. BYU's been bullying everybody in the Big 12, though, right? So when I look at Arizona, you got to think to yourself, well, are they really a good team or not? You know, you look at Colorado, you kind of have the same question: are they really a good team or not? They've had moments where they look good against Baylor, despite the Hail Mary, they look good. They dominated UCF on the road, looked great in that game, and did well against their very stout against their potent running attack, right? So really, this is a game to kind of see what direction both these programs are going. I think this is a game where if Colorado were to win, you're going to see them ascend. If Arizona were to win, you'll see them ascend. The other team descend, right? I think this is what kind of game you're going to see. It's a middle of the pack Big 12 kind of game. It's going to determine if you're going to finish in the top half or the bottom half. So for gambling purposes, though, can Colorado win this game or stay within 3.5? Well, first and foremost, you got the Colorado pass offense, led by Shedeur Sanders, been lighting everybody up. Got Travis Hunter, Will Shepard, LaJohntay Webster. You got tons of receivers to throw the ball to. They've been lighting people up. Colorado's biggest problem, as I mentioned last week, is the line of scrimmage. They can't run the ball. They can't stop the run. They just are not tough up front. They just aren't. But this one is interesting because Arizona is not a very good run defense. Texas Tech ran them over. BYU ran them over. This is a game, and I know Colorado doesn't have a running back. They don't have a running back. But this is a game that I think you're gonna see Colorado for one game look like they have a competent running game. Somebody steps up and has a competent game, we'll say, just to provide that balance to Shedeur and the Colorado offense in this one. On the Arizona side, that's supposed to say rush defense, by the way. Arizona rush defense is 70th in the country. But anyways, on the Arizona side, they're led by Noah Fifita at quarterback. Noah Fifita is a very good college quarterback, has had a really strong career thus far. And they got T Mac at wideout. Big time player, first round draft pick for sure. So they led by that passing attack, and really not much else. They've had some injuries on the defensive side of the ball that have really impacted them, especially in their secondary. They don't really have an impressive running game, and they really don't have another option to pass it to outside of T Mac. Nobody's really stepped up. So it's kind of Fafita to T Mac a bust for the Arizona Wildcats. But my X factor in this is that heavyweight fight between them. You got Shedeur Sanders, one of the top quarterbacks in the country, projected to be a first round draft pick, versus Noah Fafita, probably not going to the NFL, sure, but a very good college quarterback, had a good college career. And then you got Travis Hunter, my opinion, should be the number one overall pick. And then T Mac, first round draft, probably going in the top 20. Travis Hunter, when he plays DB, he's going to be covering T Mac. That's going to be must see TV. That definitely, if you're going to watch anything in this game, tune in for that. But I think this is the X factor in this game. Who's going to win that battle, Shedeur or Fafita, Travis Hunter or T Mac? And just real quick side note, if you guys remember last year, Travis Hunter went against Ayo Manor, kind of similar to T Mac a little. Man, Ayo Manor busted his ass. And if you're a Colorado fan, you know it's true. Ayo Manor busted his ass last year. This game could have that same kind of feel to it. T Mac might bust up Travis Hunter. That said, when Travis Hunter's on offense, he's gonna bust up anybody in Arizona's secondary, especially since with all the injuries they have. So because of that, I think this is going to be a shootout. I think Shedeur and Fafita are going to go toe to toe. I think Travis Hunter and T Mac are going toe to toe. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. But I'm going with Colorado in what I believe is going to be a shootout, a tight game, 4-quarter football game, I'll take the 3.5, especially because I think Colorado, because they're going to get, in my opinion, a competent running game in this one. I think that's just going to push them a little over the top. I actually think Colorado's going to win this game outright, but I'll take Colorado with a 3.5. And that pretty much wraps it up for this video. So that's 4 games I've done so far this week. We got Colorado with a 3.5, 2 dogs. Colorado with a 3.5, Nebraska with a 6.5 against Indiana, and then 2 covers. Miami covering the 4, which by the way, I'd jump on that now if you can, because last I saw that's already gone up to 5. And I've got Wisconsin covering the 7 against Northwestern. Looking at my model and looking at some of the other games, I do have some other games I'm probably going to do videos for this week before Saturday, so stay tuned for that. And if you like the content, please like, follow, subscribe, all of that, as you're going to see my YouTube handle hit in a few seconds. Take care.